Hey everybody, this is another installment in my homeschooling series, and I just thought about this the other day. I am currently celebrating my 4th year as a homeschooling father. Can you believe that? And let me tell you 2 things thus far about my journey. First, it is a labor of love, emphasis on labor, folks. Secondly, time flies by so quickly, it's really hard to believe. So I have to remind myself whenever I can to seize the day and to cherish every moment. Okay, let's get right into it. Let's talk a little bit about the Flashcard library. First, I started out with some plywood that I had cut at the Home Depot. Next, I attached it to the wall here and here. I then installed railings, which are just 1x2 wood trimmings, and I spaced them out evenly, here, 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 and here. And here's an example of that. Now, once that's complete, you now have a foundation on which to build. It's really only a matter of screwing in the bins that will hold the flashcards, as you see here. Now, this all looks somewhat easy, and in some ways it is, but this entire project took me personally around 2 weeks to complete. And that's because while I'm building, I am concurrently teaching my son. That is, I do not have the luxury of a babysitter because there just isn't one. So there you are. This entire area is completely dedicated to my son's learning. And I want him to get used to this type of environment, this type of determined focus, because it's going to set the stage for other types of learning styles that I want to introduce to him way on down the road when he's older and ready for it. Okay, now let's take a close-up look at each category. First, we have all the books, and here's an assortment of larger-sized books that my son enjoys. And here are all the books that he has already mastered. And here we have all the books that he's currently learning. And finally, here are some books that I use for my own inspiration. Now, on this row here, we have all the arithmetic tables, and we have the subtraction tables, the division tables, the multiplication tables, and the addition tables. Thus far, we're currently about halfway through the addition tables, and our present plan is to actually memorize the subtraction, division, multiplication, and addition tables before my son hits the kindergarten level. On this row here, we have the periodic table of elements. He's already memorized these, and they are as follows: lanthanides, the actinides, transition metals, post-transition metals, metalloids, noble gases, halogens, alkaline earth metals, alkali metals, and finally non-metals. Now, on the second row, I have phonics flashcards. We have beginning blends, word families, ending blends, and vowel digraphs, as well as consonant digraphs. And here are word fragment cards to go with his phonics lessons. Again, they are beginning blends, word families, ending blends, and vowel digraphs, as well as consonant digraphs. Okay, moving on, we have the books of the Bible. Here we have the law, history, poetry, major prophets, minor prophets, the Gospels, church history, Paul's letters to the church, Paul's letters to close friends, letters written by others, and finally prophecy. Now, on the opposite side, we have vocabulary words. Here are some picture words, and he learned these way back at 2 years old. And here are some functional words. Next are all the sight words, and he has memorized all of these as well. Here we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, and finally 700 sight words in total. Here we have world geography, and here are the geographical regions of Europe, Asia, Africa, the United States, as well as all the other countries. And he's memorized all these as well. Okay, so there you have it. Now, obviously, as time goes on, these cards will no doubt be replaced with others. As time changes, so will the topics. But the intensity of learning will never change. That singularity of focus, that will not change. Why? Well, after having personally taught in the public school system at the elementary level, the middle school level, the community college level, and finally the university level, I have personally found that determined focus is not taught. It is rather caught, and the student catches it by seeing it modeled by the teacher himself. Okay, that's it for now. I gotta go. Thanks so much for watching, and God bless.